also talking about something family today,
Oh, yeah, we are.
and something it's
Pets included.
pets are part of the family. So before we get started, please make sure you like and subscribe to our channel if you don't already. Leave us comments, leave us feedback. We try to address questions that pertain to the topic today live. And if not, you can always email them to me. That's my job. So I love helping you guys with your questions and helping you learn. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's roll. So today we're talking about basically micronutrients, the nutrient gap crisis, why every family needs foundational nutrition. We really are in a nutrient gap crisis, and I don't think it's talked about enough. I know it's very like broad or very vaguely, I guess, kind of brushed over when we talk about or our soil's depleted, this and that, but it is significantly true. What is going on is a nutrient crisis. We are not getting our nutrient gap crisis. We are just not getting the nutrients that we need from our food. We are 100% not. And it's a scary thing, even for those that are eating extremely healthy, doing everything right. Our food isn't as nutrient dense. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, and then you know what's as you're saying that, something else just dawned and
Yeah.
popped in my brain. When we eat a lot of these ultra processed foods, right, and we eat especially refined starches or sugars,
Yeah.
think about then what's happening. The body actually accelerates the elimination of minerals, vitamins. It also will block the absorption, but it'll let's go with this. Ready? Wreak havoc.
Yes.
Wreak havoc.
He says I say that a lot.
On the kidneys. Like think about what the sugar. Don't blame the sugar. Don't blame the salt for what the sugar does. Right? Like there is
Right.
a major
Like that.
yeah. There's a major like stigma associated with too much sodium or salt in the society when truly it's actually what the insulin resistance is driven by too much excessive sugar.
Yeah.
Highly processed, ultra processed.
Yep. Yeah, for 100%. We're going to
You know
get
what I mean?
into the many reasons
crazy.
why we are nutrient deprived.
Right. So, like you said, nutrient gaps from not consuming enough because we are getting some calories filled in other meals that are just not nutrient dense, calorie rich, nutrient poor.
Yeah. Well, this is also the thing is like we're living in a world where we're overfed, but undernourished.
Yeah.
And I mean, just think about that. Like we're definitely eating enough. I mean, you can see it when you walk down the street. I mean, we are eating enough. Everything is supersized, this, that, but we are undernourished in the nutrients, right? And that's
and then we accelerate the elimination of them or prevent the absorption by the foods we do eat.
Yeah, so obviously we're eating enough calories. We're just not getting enough of those micronutrients. Micronutrients, your vitamins and minerals, right? We talk about macros. Macros are your proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. We're referring to micronutrients, your vitamins and minerals. Other reasons we're going to talk about is, I mean, we're running on stress.
Yes.
Processed
which
food.
Increases elimination.
Right. Processed food, which we just said.
Right.
Poor sleep.
Right.
Medication.
Medication for
sure.
Mean,
how many people in this world are on at least one medication?
Drug-induced nutrient depletion.
Right.
I've done videos on just that.
Yeah. All of these we've done videos just on toxins. We are at a heightened toxic exposure.
Yep.
And then the nutrient depleted foods.
Well, also you left out like the beneficial exercise that depletes the body of vitamins and minerals.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And you left out like caffeine, alcohol.
Right.
So those two very commonly consumed beverages, depletion of vitamins and minerals.
Right. Yep. So, I mean, even if you're somebody, like I said, out there eating healthy, like we do.
You're right. Yeah.
We still have nutrient gaps and we still need to make sure that we are taking our multivitamins and getting our vitamins and minerals every single day. And now, I mean, a multivitamin is 100% not meant to replace healthy eating.
Never.
Right. It's a supplement to a healthy diet. Right. It's meant to help fill the nutrient gaps of modern life.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a perfect storm, we're going to call it. All these things that we're going to dig into a little bit more, but let's hit on soil depletion. Whether you've heard us talk about this, but whether this is your first time hearing this or you've heard it many times, it's modern farming practices. You know, where farming is not what it once was. So it's changed dramatically. Our fruit and vegetables are not as nutrient dense as decades ago because they're grown in this soil, which the soil is depleted. The foods are often grown for a shelf life, appearance.
So prematurely harvested, right? Before they reach right? Before they reach full ripeness, maximum nutrient density.
Yes.
They're harvested prematurely.
Yep.
A lot of times they're gassed to look.
I was just going to say gas
to look a certain way. They have to travel long distances.
Yep.
The soil's monocrop agriculture, very few crop rotations. They're still tilling. They're just replenishing with fertilizers and pesticides and herbicides.
Right. So example, if you've ever grown your own fruits and vegetables, you know that many times they don't look very pretty.
You're right.
I mean, yeah,
Right.
the colors are vibrant,
Right.
but there's blemishes. They're funny shaped, but it is so nutrient dense and delicious. But that's not when we go to the grocery store to pick out our fruits and vegetables. What are you looking for? Appearance. How pretty are those strawberries? How perfectly shaped is that sweet potato? Whatever it is. So there's
But that's the change that farming underwent.
Yes.
Right. In the 1950s, most homes had a backyard garden.
Right.
Most.
Yeah.
Nowadays, very few do. So,
Right.
And then even then, people don't shop locally. There's still local farm stands and local farmers. People don't even know who they are.
Right.
They're just accustomed to the grocery.
Yes.
Doom and gloom in the middle of the store.
Yes. So again, they're grown for shelf life, appearance,
break that
transport,
cycle.
Not nutrient density.
Break
That's
the cycle.
not why they're grown anymore.
At least shop local. Find a local farmer's market.
Right.
Green.
Know your farmer.
Yeah.
Know your farmer.
For sure.
Okay. Processed foods. Processed foods dominate our diets. We're all about convenience foods, grabbing things in a package on the go. They always say in the grocery store, like focus on the perimeter because everything in the middle is in a package, right? It is a processed food. They lack nutrients, so they lose them during the processing. They're loaded with these refined oils, seed oils, sugar, preservatives, additives, right? Sorry, my phone was making a buzz. And if you think about it, think about how your diet goes throughout the day. How many things are you having to open up the package to eat from, right? Yeah. All this stuff goes through some type of processing that depletes it of nutrients. Okay, we talked about stress. Stress burns those nutrients big time. And I will say that most of us are somewhat stressed. I mean, I feel bad too, like just thinking about our kids. The stress that our kids have today is so different than when we were growing up. And it's very sad. I hate that our kids, personally, our children feel these stressors and these pressures, whether it's through school or sports. It's just constant. Or, gosh, the way you have to look and this. I don't know. There's just so much. So think about our poor kids' stress. But we know that we are stressed because we tend to be a nation that's overworked, and I guess somehow thinks they thrive on that, but it's depleting our nutrients. Chronic stress increases the demand for specifically magnesium, B vitamins, vitamin C, and antioxidants.
I gotta get the magnesium out here.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it's funny. We're doing this on multivitamins, but don't forget that our D3, K2, and our magnesium are vitamins and minerals, and why we did separately. Okay. So medications deplete nutrients, and like Dr. Ryan said, there's a whole training on this YouTube channel. Just find it. It's micronutrient.
Drug-induced nutrient
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like tongue-tied.
Yep.
And it's huge. So if
high
you're
blood
on
pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, stomach reflux.
And just think to yourself, how many medications are you on? Just count in your head. I don't care. 1, 10, whatever it
Most
is.
of them
Any medication is going to have some type of nutrient depletion. Example, like statins deplete CoQ10, acid blockers deplete B12 and magnesium. I mean, there's more, the list goes on, but this is specialty over there.
Yeah.
So birth control.
Yep.
Depletes nutrients, right? So like when we're talking about all in the family here too, and like many young women, our young daughters, we put them on birth control as they reach that age, or maybe they're put on birth control to regulate a cycle that's abnormal. They're depleting of nutrients, B vitamins, magnesium, zinc, and then there's all this research out there linked to the behavioral issues and the ADHD with lack of zinc in our diets. I don't know, like I've been reading a lot on that. And then aging. I know we can't stop aging, but just knowing that aging decreases our absorption. So we need to make sure we are supplementing. Okay, so why multivitamins matter? Right here we have our men's and women's multivitamin, our multivitamin for children, and our multivitamin for our furry friends.
Mhm.
They are foundational support. Everybody in our family needs a multivitamin for all of the reasons we just said. And don't forget about your pets. They're not getting it from their food. I mean, we feed our dogs a
Raw food
100%
diet, yeah.
raw food diet, but you also have to think about this. Those animals that our dogs are eating,
Mhm.
they're feeding off of land
Mhm.
that is deprived in its nutrients. The soil is depleted. So it's still, they need the multivitamin. The foundational support, definitely not a magic pill, definitely doesn't replace lifestyle, definitely not a quick fix, but it's again supposed to be a supplement to a healthy diet.
Mhm.
And things that, let's just say, what being sufficient in your micronutrients, they help with energy production, immune function, brain health, hormone health, cellular repair, detoxification, bone health, healthy aging, antioxidant protection. I mean, there's nothing cool about a multivitamin, right? I get it, but it's so necessary. You cannot just skip over this step. You cannot. Yeah, I mean, our body runs on nutrients, right? So it's a big deal. Okay. Oh, let's talk a little bit about now again, on our YouTube channel, there is a dedicated training to each one of these separately. So when we're going to talk about some of the highlights of them, it's going to be pretty brief. Just again, today, really wanting to address the need for multivitamins in our entire family. So, okay, men's and women's multivitamins. I mean, I'll get the vitamin D and magnesium, and you talk about why the formulation.
The D and mag were left out because the size, the capability of you need to be able to control your own dosing of magnesium and vitamin D. Could they have gone into multi? Yeah, potentially, but they would have increased the capsule size tremendously. Would have not been able to separate them from food in the same way. The calcium you will not find in a multivitamin. We pulled that out separately. These are things that should not all just be thrown into a multi, right? And there's a lot of that. So that's the way we design our men's and women's multi. What makes them a little different though is the men's will actually have a little bit of antioxidant support for men's prostate, with the lycopene. The women's will have some urinary tract support with the cranberry extract. And then they both have lycopene, they both have lutein and zeaxanthin, the marigold extract. So it's very beneficial for, the eye health, right? And those are two big things that people get gloss over. Additionally, there's B vitamin complex. All of them are in the natural methylated form, which is a great form of B vitamin if you have any trouble with, methylation or absorption of B vitamins. Some people have that MTHFR gene variant.
Right. Well, it's actually more common
it's
than
more common
not.
than you think.
So get tested.
Most people have it.
Yeah.
But most people don't get genetic testing either. So that basically means you can get in this multivitamin, you can get the iron for the women, you can get your B vitamin complex, you can get your vision support, you can get the antioxidants for men and women's health respectively, and then you can get all of your essential vitamins and minerals, excluding magnesium, vitamin D, and calcium, just because, again, that was very intentional. And
which again, with our formulas, you get proper dosing, you have bioavailable forms, no pixie dusting with proprietary blends that we don't say what's in it. It's a very well-rounded, comprehensive formula.
It really is.
And we do have the daily essentials pack, which we have our multivitamin, vitamin D3, K2, and the magnesium together. So that's kind of like your daily essentials. Consider that all your vitamin and mineral approach.
Yep.
Right? Okay, then kids.
Kids multi.
Yeah, but first of all, I know personally, we eat very healthy. We try to feed our kids very healthy, but they go to school, and the stuff I pack them in their lunch, I know there's trading going on, and I know they can go in the lunch line and get things that they want because there's certain free foods, and the free foods are disgusting. But you can't control everything, so you have to make sure that you are giving your children a high quality multivitamin that is not filled with junk ingredients, that is not filled with dyes, that has the bioavailable forms in the proper dosing.
Non-GMO, USDA certified, organic, gluten-free, of course, vegan, but amazing. right? An
Yeah.
amazing gummy.
And they taste well. I
And they
mean,
taste
they,
great.
they do. You know,
And
when
they
we
stick, right? You want to talk about stickiness?
well,
The
go
clumping?
ahead.
It's no big deal.
Yeah.
They do clump together a little bit, but that's because we didn't want to add the wax. So we left the carnauba wax off of it, trying to benefit the children that don't need wax.
Right. Trying to keep everything out of those little
Clean.
growing
Keep it clean.
bodies. But I mean, please, if your kid is not picky and doesn't eat any ultra processed foods,
Yeah.
and I mean, like, just write me an email and I'd love to meet your
Man,
kid.
they are good. They are really good.
But yeah, our kids really lack the nutrients, and they're the growing bodies, right? Their brains are growing, and
Yep.
it's just, you have to feel it right. You have to help them. Yeah, help those growing bodies and brains.
Absolutely.
All right, and then our lovely pet multivitamin, which is it's just so simple. It's a powder. You just sprinkle over their food. It's virtually tasteless.
Mm-hmm. Well, dogs seem to enjoy it.
I mean,
The picky dogs that we tried this on
Yeah.
all ate it plain. It
Oh,
must
just
have
the
a
powder.
nice, yeah,
yeah,
something about it they like.
yeah. So again, our pets live in the same. Excuse me. Pets live in the same modern environment that we do. So you have to take care of them. They're also exposed to a lot of environmental toxins. Think about how much all the grass
Mm.
that our dogs are walking in. And like, we do know the neighbors in our we do know the neighbors in our neighborhood that spray their yard, because you see them routinely every month getting their yard treated. And we try to help, keep our dogs off that yard. But again, we're walking our dogs and they're touching all these toxins with their feet. Then they lick their paws, and I mean, they're exposed to a lot more than you think. And not to mention what happens with dogs, like, right? They don't have, their lifespans aren't as long. And we want to help them and keep them around in our lives as long as we can. So, I mean, it helps with mobility, their immune support, coat, skin health, energy, just healthy aging.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
really is
again,
important.
USDA certified
Oh,
organic.
yeah, I didn't mention that.
Yep.
That's a big one.
Very, very clean. Digestive enzymes, got the fiber in here. It's got a lot of the
Probiotics.
probiotics,
Yeah.
probiotic blends, your vitamins, your minerals. This is the best. I mean, between the kids and the pet, there's nothing else even close to it on the market.
Right.
I mean, there's thousands of multivitamins out there on the market. I mean, a lot of them are junk. Some are okay. But really, these two are just
Right. And I will tell
Incredible.
you, the ones that are decent, check the price tag.
right.
Okay,
40,
that's the problem.
40, 50 bucks.
And especially with pets, gosh, pet vitamins and stuff are so expensive. And we have 3 very large dogs. So prior to being able to make this and launch it,
Oh yeah,
it was just a fortune just trying to give our dogs some basic vitamins, which
Absolutely.
is a bummer. So this is very well priced. Yeah. So, I mean, again, most chronic issues, you have anything
Mhm.
else? No. Okay. Just wrapping it all up. Most chronic health issues don't just happen overnight. They typically stem from some type of micronutrient depletion that leads to something else, whether it's inflammation, whether it's the weight gain, whether it's, I mean, it again, it doesn't, you don't just wake up with a health condition. It is building little bit by little bit. So on the other end, health is built daily. We have to put the effort in. We have to work on ourselves. We have to help our family. We have to help our pets. It's a big deal. Small deficiencies over years can eventually create larger problems, right? Again, small deficiencies over years
right.
can eventually create larger problems.
That's it.
That's what's happening. So, foundational nutrition really matters. We emphasize consistency over perfection.
Mhm.
Sometimes someone will say, "Oh my gosh, I forgot to take in the morning. Is it okay if I take?" Yeah, yes. Consistency is what matters most. Building daily habits that matter. Nutrients matter. Prevention matters. That's what we're all about.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And go plant a garden.
Yeah. Grow
Plant a
your
garden.
own
Grow some
food
food.
and know your farmer.
Yep.